song lyrics, though the questions always change, the answer always stays the same. Guys, the answer is always Jesus Christ. The answer is always the love of God. The answer is always to remember his love. The answer is never in you trying to figure things out, and you trying to figure out your confusion, and you trying to figure out, how do I do this in my own strength? How do I analyze this to the point where it makes sense? How do I keep it in my hands and keep juggling it so I can eventually have an answer to the questions in my life? On your own, you're never going to have any answers, anything resembling an answer, because you are a question mark. Your whole existence, your whole life is a question mark. Jesus is the period. Jesus said it is finished, but we still question. The questions will always change. You're always going to have new questions. You're always exactly that. You're always going to have new questions. The answer is always Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the truth. The only one answer and the only one truth. There's only one answer and there's only one truth, and that's Jesus. It's not about you, guys. It's not about how do I ask more questions? How do I analyze better? How do I problem solve? All of these things, in a practical sense, you can do things. You can build a house, you can fix a car, but when it comes to everything else, Jesus Christ is the answer. And even when you're building a house and fixing a car, it's even better with Jesus. Yeah, man. And it would also seem that most to all of our feelings are self-centered. Most to all of our thoughts are self-centered. Me, am at the center of everything. All of the feelings I feel, I'm at the center. This idea of me. All of my thoughts, I'm the one at the center. We live a very high-hearted life. We posture our heart very high. You're supposed to lower your heart and humble yourself. Jesus had a low heart because he wasn't at the center of his thoughts and his feelings. It was others. It was service. He humbled himself to the position of servant. And he lived a very low-hearted. His heart was low. He wasn't high. When your heart is high, you're reactive and you're ready to defend yourself and catch everything. And I have the answers. I have the answers. Get out the way. I got it. And even if it's not as prideful and boastful as that, you're still at the center of your existence. So it's high-hearted. Even if you're meditative and you let go, it's you who are letting go. It's not that God has deepened your practice. It's not that God has allowed these things to happen in your experience. It's that you're the one who's letting go. That's the problem with Buddhism. If Buddha just had Jesus in it, it'd be perfect. Because it's completely practical. It's even more practical than Christianity, I believe. But at the center of it is still you. You're the one who earns your way to heaven. You're the one who earns enlightenment. You're the one who gains. You. That's not the case. It's God deepens you in your practice. You show up and you have faith and you trust. And even if you don't have these things, if you show up, God will strengthen you and deepen you in your practice anyway. So yeah, that was a quick thing. It was on my mind as I was dashing. I was going to write it in my notes, but I figured might as well get it in video format. So yeah, Jesus is the only answer and the only truth. You are a question mark. I am a question mark. Jesus is a period and an exclamation mark. Thank you.